Welcome, everyone, to season 3, episode 101. I am your host, Brian Bacchus, and you're not.
Jamal Smith and
Tony. Hi, y'all.
Tony has done it again.
Good morning.
good morning.
I just got a pop-up said, we detected an unusual login in San Dimas. Was this you?
Why? Yes, it was.
I said it was me, so why is it?
That's hilarious.
Now
Welcome to
it won't
episode
let-
101, you guys.
Let
Season
me-
3. Season 3. That means it's 50 episodes per season. So we knocked out 2 sets of 50. We just like racked. We threw them up. Now we getting another 50 on there. So that's right. Because as far as I know, and Brian can confirm this, and so can you, Tony, is there any other podcasts like ours?
For Altadena?
For Altadena? Yeah, I'm just curious. I don't
Not
recall.
that I'm aware of. I haven't been made aware or sent any links or anything. So for us being at episode 101, and we had a great episode yesterday with the Colonel, we're doing our service to our community. So thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, as you can tell, Brian is on location in a undisclosed place. He's got to, share just his background, but he can't tell you where he is. It's a secret.
Top secret.
Yeah, to violate HIPAA compliance.
Don't even need to say all that. He's just in an undisclosed location.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
You
what's
gotta
up.
do this over again.
So, just quickly recap. Yesterday we had a really good show. Tony actually had the Colonel on, and he was actually really. What's his last name again? You scared me to
Avichal.
say it. Avichal. Okay.
Avichal.
Alvachaw, yes. He actually provided some really good information and confirmed what we all know is that you are quite almost as knowledgeable as him as well with all the information.
I had to remind myself twice. I was like, shut up. Let him answer. He's the professional. He's the expert. You're not. You know it, but be quiet. So, yeah.
It was so funny when you did that one time. He was like, hey, no, you answered it. You know you know just as much as I do. You got this
And
stuff.
the other time he was like, you can take my job, Tony, because I was like, actually, I can't. Although I do be trying to get accurate information. You guys already know that.
Oh, heck
But
yeah.
yeah.
Now we know and we appreciate that. And I'm sure everybody else does. Tony and I were talking afterwards, and we definitely want to have the Colonel on again in a couple months. There was a couple dates that he threw out there that, after those dates, it'd be great to follow up to see how things are going. So, and we mentioned before, we're also going to do that with a lot of the other folks that we've had on in the past too. Some of the stuff that Brian was talking about was going to be new. We're going to showcase probably in a day or two due to the unexpected
On location.
location event that kind of postponed our unveiling of the new stuff. But just stay tuned. Tune in like you always do. We appreciate it.
To keep it really real, I'm really doing an IT job today, so I'm kind of doing multitasking. I'm normally doing this stuff from home, but circumstances beyond my control and others prevents me from being able to do this remotely. So
Tis
here I
what
am.
it is. Yeah. So this is Wednesday. When we don't have anything in particular to talk about, we usually call it Wayback Wednesday. Talk about stuff in the past, and we could. It's our show. We can talk about whatever we want. So we'll see what we're going to
It's
do.
our
today.
show. It's our show.
You know what Brian, the numbers were like yesterday? I know we don't have any from IG because we weren't able to.
Unfortunately, since we didn't share to any of the groups yesterday, the numbers were low. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share those same
shared them
one from yesterday after today. Did you share them to the actual groups?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
After,
as long as you did that, I'm not going to go back and do that. So
yeah, that was
we were
that was
around
after the
100. But once the groups, you're normally about 600 to 800, sometimes hitting 1,000 per episode. But yeah, that's where.
Even if we had even 100 view it, that's cool.
When the team is not together, like when somebody drops off, we always hurt because we are unified with this. Everybody has their set job that they do. And my set job is to share. Jamal's
You're
is
the
to set
engineer.
up. Yeah, pretty much. So as I was laying there, knocked out, going.
He was laying there, knocked out.
Right.
This is the dream I had. Did it get shared to the groups?
I did
And
it
as soon as we finished, he goes, I gotta do that now.
Right.
He called and was
Story
like,
of my
we're
life.
done. It's like it's a wrap.
Story of my life.
But I will tell you, even though it wasn't shared, I think it was a very efficient episode. I think it went very smoothly, and you know, it wasn't one of those. It wasn't long, but it wasn't short. So it was just the right, you know, kind of episode. It's a beautiful thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. But to your point, Brian, in terms of us all being there, that is very true. And since I'm going on vacation tomorrow and Friday, and, you know, starting for the weekend tomorrow, I'm going to, as we discussed, I'm going to record my parts. So you'll have a video, and it's up to you how, if you're going to play it all or you want to chop it up or what have you. So you will have my part while I'm gone. So I'm going to do it real early in the morning or the night before for each day. I might be available tomorrow. I'm not sure what time we're leaving, but definitely for Friday. And per your request, we might go live from the golf course because I'm playing Friday and Saturday.
I play it all. Brand new song.
Background noise?
Me?
What does it sound like?
Like the news or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the office. I don't have my
TV.
headset, so that's the office music. They have.
I was like, what is
this
that?
called? Siri? What's Alexa? They have Alexa.
Okay, yeah.
Huh?
No worries.
Alexa, stop! No, I don't want to
Don't do that.
stop your music.
No, it's not bothering us. I think she just wanted to know
it's
what it
all
was.
good. I just
Alexa,
heard it.
start.
I was like, I hear our music, but I hear something else. So yeah.
Well, I don't want to take away from the people here who listen to it to get through the day. I know how that is.
You should. I mean, you shouldn't.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh.
Right. All they're listening to is the click of the clock, the little
And
second
us
hand,
talking.
just tick, 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 or looking at their phone every couple minutes. Is it time to go yet?
What's going on?
So I had a text yesterday from Candy from the county assessor's office, and she was like, "Hey, Tony," she wanted me to share the form, the Google form with her, so that they can start putting it out there if they have questions, and I guess they're going to promote it or whatever. But she also asked me, she commented and said she watched the episode of last week when we put that up. Lasses or questions.
LA asses or questions.
She was like, you guys are so funny, and that was so hilarious, the discussion. So even the county assessor's office is starting to watch, which is cool. And that was the first one she had watched. And so I told her about yesterday's episode with the Colonel, and that please share, because as people decide that they want to ask the questions of the assessor, we can have them, I can send them to them next week prior to him coming on, and he can be prepared, a day or two ahead to at least make sure he has all the data. So that was really good to know that they watch and she enjoys it. Whenever she can watch it, I guess she might, but she definitely has watched a couple episodes and really enjoys it. So I was like, oh, good.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that they, they are paying attention and they definitely want to see what it's all about. Very, very cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I guess, they got to see, like, is this, he said he'll go on, but is this someplace he wants to go on?
Exactly.
So.
Well, we got 100 extra episodes they can watch if they feel they need to vet us.
Yeah, they could, what do they call it? Binge watch us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need about a month.
Right. Or just speed up to what you want to hear.
Put it on 2 times.
Oh yeah, the 2x when we be talking off fast.
But to your point, Tony, I'm surprised at how willing. I know I said I was thankful before, but to your point, it's like they just said yes. When I talked to them about coming on the pod, they're like, yeah, but they didn't even know who we were. We could have been, setting them up for a fall or, trying to get them to, I don't know. It could have been something negative. Yeah. One of them gotcha situations.
Yeah.
But it's cool. But I'm glad they looked at us first.
And I think what happens is now officials are like, hey, where can we go besides the news to really get this out, right? And we know that the recovery center has relocated, but hours have changed, and they may not be out there as much in the community. And that is totally acceptable, right? We're 5 months in, or just about. So obviously, just like the Colonel was saying yesterday, when the more parcels get cleared, the footprint of truck drivers and contractors shrinks. So I think it'll be the same, that the footprint shrinks for all of these offices until they close them. Now, we don't know when that's going to be. We haven't heard from the county on that, which is great because that means they'll still be out there at least for a while, right? I guess they determine that based on how many people show up and how much, information and how much time, because bottom line is they got to look at cost. So if they have somebody driving somewhere and out, at a location where they may not necessarily need to be, then they'll shrink that footprint, right? So they're looking for other avenues, I would assume, as, where can they get this information? So if they have a YouTube or Facebook page like the county does, and we have it and we're here and we're getting 42 or 40,000 views a month or right around that amount, and they know, okay, they're 100 episodes in, they're serious, they're getting this information to the community, and it's a good public service. So I would assume that that's probably why they are, watching and making sure that they're engaging or want to engage with us so they can continue to engage with the community.
Yeah, I talked to a guy the other day, and he was like, once you get 100 episodes, man, now people want to look at it. And I'm like, people have been looking at it since we did the first episode.
Right.
A little bit different.
I'm trying to give me some statistics that I know about.
Yeah, he's probably giving just generic podcast kind of stats. For this, this is a special circumstance show. You know what I mean? There's purpose behind it. That's unique to pretty much any other kind of podcast prior to January 7th.
If you rub onions on your feet, you'll keep the neighbors from talking to you.
You're stupid.
That will pull out all the toxins if you do it at night and put a sock on.
I know, but I'm hoping those pulled out the toxins that were the neighbors. So.
You're so dumb for that.
The toxic
this
neighbors.
Would be, I guess, Wayback and Wacky Wednesday. He's so dumb.
Hey, it's whatever we want Wednesday. How about that?
Exactly, today. Because we also have this wacky weather, weird weather. It
thunderstormed last night.
Oh, it thunderstormed yesterday afternoon. I had to go to Costco, I think about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And when I pulled out, it was lightning, and I had to go to the one of them in Montclair because mine ran out of something. So I went over there. It was lightning the whole way. And I didn't take my umbrella inside. I was like, I'll be good. I came out and it was storming. But when I was in there, the way the lightning was crackling and the thunder was thundering, clapping, I was like, oh my gosh. So on my way home, I happened to call my mom, and she was like, I was telling her, I said, did it get to y'all yet? She was like, no, I kind of hear some thunder far off. I said, oh, it's coming west and it's coming for y'all. I said, it is no joke. It is seriously like the lightning. You know how it just does that? And it was all over the sky. And then the thunder. And I said, it's storming. She said, uh-oh, which car are you in? She said, you in the electric one? I said, yes. She said, are you scared? I said, no, I'm actually not. I said, I think they're grounded. And I said, I actually feel a little safer in it. I said, hopefully no lightning gets towards it and makes it go out. But
yeah, as long as those tires
lightning hit the ground, she'd be like,
And then I'd have to have a flatbed because it can't be towed on nothing but a
Oh
flatbed.
yeah.
But
Give some special shout outs to our Instagram followers. We got the Chris Black brand joined, Rebecca 727, Sam Chung W joined, and Mr. KJ the Investor. Now, let me just stay on KJ the Investor. So this account person, I don't know if they look like who they are, but they always send us information that's going on in the community of Altadena, and also sends me information really making me call to question what is going on, because the links that he sends gives me some insight. It's real good information. I don't know if some of it might be a little controversial, not his information, just the links that he sends me. But overall, thank you all for everything that you do, sending us information, because without you, we wouldn't have a show, and without you, we wouldn't really know what's going on. You know, we get most of our information from the actual accounts that are doing things like My Tribe Rides and Fair Oaks Burger and Miss Juicy Little, and all the what I call the little pockets of places that do stuff that we are trying to get you to come out there and still utilize as resources. So thank you, everyone who comes in. Oh, guess what, LaShawn? Thoroughbred is graduating class is coming up.
Oh, let me find it. Oh my God, let me find it. Oh, where is it?
Marshall.
Damn, where did it go? Oh, here we go.
So is KJ, Mr. KJ the Investor, donating to our nonprofit since he's investor?
I have no idea. I never really pushed that narrative.
Okay. I just saw it.
We have the ticker at the bottom, so there's 3 areas where you can donate. Please feel free to pick one. In fact, this is going to change also, because we now have a GoFundMe set up for the nonprofit by itself.
They're good, Marshalls.
Yeah, now Tony, I mean, not Tony, Shani, we need to tell him that it's thoroughbred. They spelled it wrong.
Yeah, thoroughbred Marshall Eagles.
Shani's tired of y'all messing with her about thoroughbred. They're good. They're good.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
And that's your cousin, Jamal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my wife's sister. No, I mean, that's my sister-in-law. That's my wife's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She and Marcus are cousins.
Oh, okay. Oh, y'all kept it all in the family. Okay.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why you got to be real careful when you dating in Pasadena, because you
got to be anywhere, to be honest.
Man, it was crazy. It was a split second. Me and Kira had to question it because they were talking about some great uncle, whatever the name was. I'm like, wait a minute. I got an uncle by that name too. Wait a minute. Where they from? Okay. We figured it out. We're good, but it made me nervous for a second. Because you never know.
Yeah, and nobody then, wants that.
Me and her brother always get mixed up. For people who don't know us very well or don't see us a lot, they like come up to me thinking I'm him, or go up to him thinking he's me. We used to have that all the time. Yeah, we used to have that all the time. We used to work at IndyMac together. He worked on the lake building. I worked on Foothill, and so often people come up to me like, "Man, how come you didn't say nothing to me?" and blah blah blah, or I said hi to you or whatever. I'm like, really? I just saw you today. It's like, nah, over, man, that's my. At the time, he wasn't my brother-in-law, but you talking about Ron? Wait a minute, you're not. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so
man, for no reason.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you, we just went to a birthday party for one of the uncles, and a cousin came up to me and was talking and this, that, and the other. It was like, man, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I was like, I know, how you been? Blah blah blah. Good. And then he pauses. He's like, wait a minute. Maybe it was. I'm thinking it was Kira's husband. I'm like, man, that's me. You thought I was Jonesy, you know? He was like, yep, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm like, man, I ain't worried about it. It's all good. But you wouldn't even recognize him now. He done lost some weight. I guess being a champion helped inspire that metabolism, and he dropped some weight. He's looking good. He and his wife are empty nesters now. They got their youngest that graduated recently. So again, shout out to Sean. I gave him a shout out before. We got a bunch of 8th graders going to 9th grade next year. We got Damani. We got who else? Kyrie. No, King. We got King. We got no, Kyrie. We got Kaya and Marcus. Help me out. Who am I missing? Somebody else. There's a bunch. There's some folks. So shout out to all the parents who are about to be inundated with kids at the house all day long. Hopefully you got some summer. I love that. The slide by.
I like the rolly chairs.
Right.
Like all over the place.
That looks crazy. You look like no.
Right.
But yeah, summertime's here.
Doing two
Today
things
was
at
the
once.
last day of school for my kids
And thoroughbred Marshall.
and thoroughbred. I think that was from yesterday. Maybe it was today. I think. But yeah, can't believe I had 2 kids in high school, man.
So can we expect some guest host appearances from your kids to come on there and host the show?
Yeah, well,
In
at least
fact,
Naima.
You know what? I think we should have them host the kids thing.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
think.
down with that. Yeah. Well, Naima asked me a couple weeks ago. She's like, you know what? We should come on to your show and give a kid's perspective. I had mentioned that. And I was like, heck yeah, we can do that. You guys can come
Oh my
on
gosh.
with the siblings and what
Is she
have you.
coming
What's
on?
up, Tony? What's up?
That was Lisa from Fire Aid.
Is she coming on?
I just told her, I said, Lisa, I have to have you on the show. She said, I so want to come on and have a laugh. You guys are so great. She knows about yesterday with the Colonel. I said, yeah, next Thursday. She said, yeah, I saw that. But there was somebody, she forgot who, that she once told them, you need to be on Tony's show or on their show, right? And so she said, I'll call you back. But the reason she called is because there is a press release going out today from Fire Aid that will list the round 2 grantees. And we are going to be in that press release because we are receiving a grant from Fire Aid for. That was the drum roll. Where did this fool go?
Say what?
This is the drum roll. It looks like we'll be getting $100,000 towards our podcast because I met with Lisa. I told you guys when I met her up in Loma Alta.
Yeah.
And
You talking about the lady who was up at the park, right? For the
yes,
grand
at Loma
opening?
Alta.
Yeah.
And yeah, because you saw her with me the day that they reopened. But we had met way long time ago up there. And she was like, I think on the very first day in April that I went, that's first Saturday, to volunteer to plant. And I met her and she's been following the podcast and she's like, you guys are doing amazing. She said, we don't know if any other podcast is doing this for Altadena. And
just talked about that.
Yep. She said the accurate information that you guys have out there. And then you guys are funny. And so it's great because it helps with that part. She said, so, she had told me before, she said, I'm going to put you in for a grant. I was like, okay, great. Didn't know how much. And she said, we were put in and we may be getting 100,000. We will know later today. Yeah. So they're going to email me all the information because the press release is going out. They're going to send the press release, Fire Aid itself. So when people keep saying, where's all this money going? That 600 or however many million from the Fire Aid concerts, these are places that it's going. So part of it goes through the Annenberg Foundation. She said this part that we're going to get is actually going to come through Goldman Sachs because there was whatever. But I know, right? I'm so excited. So
this like saying, do you have any grant coupon?
This is our
Remember
first
you saw that commercial the other day?
I do, yeah. And so, yeah, we're doing things that hopefully we can continue doing for the community. And I told her, I said, look, that helps us so much because we pay for the streaming. We pay for a lot of stuff to do this program that people just don't know. And then we don't get paid. We're board members, whatever.
The benevolence fund.
It's our community. But the fact is, we get this grant, we can do more. We can
more events.
That's
just what we've been planning all along, especially for the kids.
Yes.
We're mainly focused on seniors and the children because those are the two sets of age brackets that are suffering the most. You know, our age.
So that's why you guys saw me going, and I was on mute because I was like, when she was telling me, she was like,
I was going, and then I went and looked at the private chat and saw who you were talking to.
Yeah, then I was
that is so cool.
As soon as it started ringing, I was like, oh, I got to answer this call from Lisa. So, anywho, it looks like we are going to be given our first grant as a foundation to support this podcast, doing what we're doing in the community, because this is what they want and this is what they need. Like we said yesterday, the Colonel was on to give accurate, detailed information and answer questions. Next Thursday, the county assessor will be on to do the same. I got to call Kev because I think he's coming on tomorrow and I need to send this new season link. But this is the kind of stuff that is needed and people are watching, officials and others. So and we know people.
That's why I got to start wearing a suit and tie. And says, "Hi, this is Ed Norton, NBC Nightly News, and I am coming to you with the fork."
Absolutely not, because this is what it is, right? We are from the community. We're out here doing what we can on the weekends in the community. We're going on location in the community to get information out to people and accurate information. So. Somebody recognizes that and that we're doing well and we have our foundation. She even was like, read me our EIN. And I was like, she said, I don't know where they got it. I said, probably from our website and our foundation.
From our website.
And I said, because our EIN is on there and all our documentation and all that. She was like, perfect. But the press release for the second round of grants is going out today. And I want to tell you that AltadenaTalks is getting a grant. I was like.
That's lovely. Hey,
when we talk about the three of us and we have our niche, I am definitely the talker. Brian's a talker too, but that's why Tony talks, because I'm going to talk to folks out in the community or whatever. And Brad and Jimbal are talkers too and get connections and get people send them stuff. But we work together really well because y'all know I'm trying to get us the money so we could do things in the community.
Who you tell? We're trying to, get our branding right. You need our shirts, because we need to. It's hard to be recognized out in the community when I walk around the camera and people think I'm at the park looking like I'm trying to film kids and doing some weird stuff. So I need my shirt on.
Right. That's important.
Why are you filming my child? Oh, yeah. Not filming your child, filming the park.
Yep. So, anywho, that was a breaking news. You know how they breaking news.
All right, sorry, I was paused.
Were you? It looked like you weren't.
No, on my screen it was.
So I can do that screenshot on you.
No, on my screen, all the cameras, all the things were black with the swirly things on them.
Internet.
We
issues.
Need one of those breaking news.
Well, that's what I normally put on the videos.
Right.
Because we have that one that's nope or the blast or whatever. We need a breaking news one. Because I'm subject to getting a call at any time.
Get droopy and say yay.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I'm so happy.
So that was the breaking news. So we are officially, sometime today, Fire Aid will be putting out a press release. We will be part of that press release. And
exciting.
Yeah, I am too.
That is, man, that's amazing.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
That's the sound of the press release. Whoop,
Got to give thanks to the Almighty Lord for the things that are happening for us. So.
Whew. Anywho,
all right.
We all just had a moment of silence.
Right. It's like, man, how do you follow that?
I know.
Yeah. At 4 or 5 months in.
No, that's amazing.
We're official, y'all.
Heck yeah. That just really gives us an opportunity to do the things we've been talking about. So,
yeah.
Just as we said, we're excited. That's exciting. All right, so I'm gonna jump into the announcements. We'll get them out the way, and then we can go wherever after that. Why do I always have to remove? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. All right. We're going to talk about the Altadena Community Center. Remember, we no longer have a disaster recovery center. The last day was this past Saturday. So we now have the Altadena Community Center where you can actually go in every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to find out what's going on and get all the help that you need. This is located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. And I want to emphasize that they are closed on weekends. They're only open Monday through Friday, again, from 9 to 5. However, the LA County One Stop Permit Center is still at the original location, or the most recent location, of 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210 in Altadena. They have walk-in hours Monday through Friday only from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. However, if you'd like to have a rebuilding consultation, those you can set up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. or Saturdays from 8 to noon. You can also have an appointment with the Southern California Edison Planner, and those are available Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. To set up the appointments, you do have to go to the website, which is recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. And you'll see a link there for you to schedule the appointment. Those important debris removal deadlines. So we passed the first one this Sunday where you were supposed to, if you didn't opt in, so if you opted out of the right of entry or you didn't submit a form, you were supposed to have your debris removal permit and a licensed contractor by this past Sunday. Now the current deadline is the end of the month, June 30th, where you must have your debris removed. And if it's not removed by the 30th of June, your property may be declared a public nuisance. And if it fails to meet the above deadlines, the county may take the steps to remove it on their own, passing the cost on to the property owner. And if for some reason they don't get their money from you directly, they may actually try to recover it through a lien on the property. So as we always say, avoid this situation and take care of what you need to take care of and meet the deadlines. Mentioned this yesterday, the self-certification pilot program is designed to streamline the plan review to help homeowners rebuild following the Eaton fires. Under the program, licensed architects, engineers can self-certify. If they want to participate, again, they go to this common website, recovery.lacounty.gov. However, they also go to /rebuilding/self-certification. And the cool thing is you can actually see a list of all those who have already registered to self-certify. If you're looking for someone who's there, you can go to recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding. So this is a good tool. So go to that website and get a lot of information. So today we out here with Miss Juicy Little is going to be at Fair Oaks Burger. So this is from 12 to 3. And when you go up there, you can actually get fresh fruits and veggies, hot food and snacks, clothes and shoes, household items, resources, and much more. This is again from 12 to 3, and you have to bring proof of your Altadena residency. So have your photo IDs handy. Fair Oaks Burgers is located at 2560 North Fair Oaks and Altadena. And Ms. Juicy Little at gmail.com is who you can reach out to if you'd like to be a sponsor, or if you'd like to donate some items or become a partner. Also today from 12 to 3, we have the senior luncheon put on by Neighborhood Savants. This is located at FAME, or First AME Church. It's at 1700 North Raymond Avenue in Pasadena. Again, it's 12 to 3. And if you'd like to RSVP, go ahead and email msz_strong@yahoo.com, or you can call 626-673-2200. Also, this Friday, Dina Heals is promoting Holding the Sacred Feminine, where they're offering it's an offering designed for women from Dina to reconnect to softness, self-compassion, and embodied connection. They're going to have restorative sound bath and healing, somatic movement and practice for the nervous system, womb self-massage, sensory tea ceremony, personal reflection and group discussion, communal adornment, making of anklets and necklaces. This is this Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. located at Paseo Outdoor Mall at 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 151. If you'd like to RSVP, you would do so at bit.ly/sacred-feminine. And the LA Fire Justice, Chris Holden and LA Fire Justice are having a Community Rising informative dinner event aimed to inspire, connect, action, and hope. It is today, May 7th. There's a pre-reception at 5 p.m. and the program and dinner are at 6. It's located at Brookside Golf Club at 1133 Rosemont Avenue in Pasadena. You can scan the QR. It said to scan it. It's the 7th, not today. It is.
But that says May. We're in June.
Oh, you know what? I am tripping. Please forgive me. Let's skip this. Thank you, Tony. I don't know why I had that one in there. My bad. So
that was like May 6th. It was too late to join up.
Right. That's what I was saying, but I was seeing the 7th. I don't know. I had a faux pas. My bad. So we'll move on, going to the Loma Alta Park Spring Concert Series. The third installment is the My Band Quartet, which is this Saturday, June 7th. This is from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. There is free admission, and this is located at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. If you have questions, you can reach out to 626-398-5451. And there is a youth summer hiring kickoff. It is going to be next Tuesday, June 10th at the Dollar Hyde Community Center, 301 North Tamarind Avenue in Compton from 10 to 2. You can actually RSVP at that QR code, or you can go to bit.ly/Y June 10th with the J in June capitalized. Now, if you scan the QR code, Tony had indicated that you can also have access to more of the county resources. So I'm sure there's other programs in other parts, such as our location of the county, where the youth can actually get some jobs. So check it out.
And I think it's real important, if you go back to that real quick, to just highlight there is program eligibility. It's for youth 14 to 24. And this is important. The ones that identify as foster or justice system impacted, those that are experiencing homelessness or unhoused, those out of school, so 18 to 24, trying to find yourself or maybe in school but need some work, LGBTQ plus, or from a CalWORKs or low-income household. Mm-hmm. So if you know of anybody who is in this eligibility group, send this, get the QR code, send them to bit.ly/uppercase YWJ lowercase UNE 10, and have them bring their social security card or birth certificate, work permit if 17 or younger, and a resume. If they don't have them, they'll help you gather them, but definitely look at this or share this, because they'll be able to start out earning $17.28 an hour with 160 hours of work experience and soft skills training. So this is the summer youth program. So it's really good information to get out there to those that you know.
Absolutely. Thanks for that added information.
And if you are a student in school, that's exempt. So you get all that tax free.
Hello.
If you're a high school, now the over 18 and 24, that's a different age tax bracket.
Hey, great point. Great point. All right. as I had indicated before, we're really happy that there is a grand reopening for Fair Oaks Burger on June 14th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. There's going to be members of Parks and Recreation and Juicy Little Finds that are going to bring games. The Altadena Library van will be there. Pasadena Humane Society and Hand in Paw and the Love of Animals are holding an adoption for dogs displaced in the fires. There's going to be free ice cream, sliders by Fair Oaks Burger, and fresh produce by Food for Health. And there will be artwork done by Noah Hayton. He's a local member of Altadena and Pasadena, so definitely follow him. So again, we're excited for Fair Oaks Burgers to reopen in a regular capacity, but we really appreciate everything they've done since the fires to help support the community. The My Tribe Rides is having the Dena Juneteenth event June 14th. From 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. This is at Metropolitan Baptist Church, which is located at 2283 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. So come join and get some joy, resilience, and celebration. And lastly, Loma Alta Park is hosting the 4th annual Juneteenth celebration. It's going to be Thursday, June 19th from 12 to 1:30. There's going to be Altadena Oral History Project overview, as well as the Ellen Garrison Clark Scholarship Award ceremony. The tickets are $30 for before the event or $35 at the door. You can purchase the tickets and RSVP by either scanning the QR code, or you can go to AltadenaHistoricalSociety.org. And with that, I remove.
And just to let you know on that one, the money that's being raised by those tickets goes directly not to the county, but the Altadena Historical Society. And the president of that is Veronica Jones. And she just wants to make sure that you understand that anything that you donate to the Altadena Historical Society will be crucial in restoring the organization and assisting the community members and volunteers affected by the Eaton fire. So, I don't want people thinking, oh, it's at the park, why do I have to pay? Mm-hmm. This is an event that will be there. They will be showing the movie. And yes, $30 now, $35 at the door, but all funds go directly to the Altadena Historical Society. So go on and get your tickets. I need to get mine right now because I'm in that documentary and I want to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on and grab one too, or a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. There's a lot of good events happening as usual. We're keeping things at the forefront to make sure everybody's aware of what they can, do. It's not just about the stressful part of dealing with these fires. We're trying to bring some levity in, some harmony and some peace and fun and some community again as well. So we're trying to bring all aspects and share everything that's going on. So hopefully everybody's taking advantage of these events and the things we're sharing.
What I didn't realize is, and maybe you read this, but I went to click on it where it says tickets and what your $30 ticket will include. Obviously is the luncheon, the Oral History Project Preview, which is Faces of Resilience Told Through Words and Photographs, the African American Cultural Legacy Before and After the Eaton Canyon Fire, which is what that is. Also, the Ellen Garrison Clark Scholarship Award Ceremony. Did you have that information and read it? You may have.
Yeah, I just read the top of it. I didn't read the details.
And then there's a quilt opportunity drawing also. So I guess when you're there, they'll have, opportunity tickets and maybe someone will get a quilt. So that's pretty dope. I heard you, but I was looking at stuff when you did it. So, so that's nice. And it will be awarded to local high school students in the spirit of I'm mixing her two names, Ellen Garrison Clark. My tongue is just twisted today. Anywho.
It's all good. What I'll do is I'll tweak this slide and I'll add some additional information over to the side, such as how the donations will help that part, because I see that here. So yeah, that's great information, and it should be a really good event as well, because it's actually on Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth. Yeah,
Yep.
when I was with Ian and the filming crew on Sunday, they were like, "Tony, are you coming?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And I was thinking it was like the 14th or the 21st, like afterwards. And I said, "Which Saturday?" They said, "No, we're doing this on Juneteenth." I said, "Actually, on the 19th?" They said,
Yep.
"Yeah." I said, "Oh." And then now I see it's 12 to 1:30. I'll just work earlier that day or something, take part of the day off. But it's definitely going to be something that I would love to see a lot of Altadenians attend, especially the legacy Altadenians that have been there for some time.
Absolutely. Well, we'll definitely be talking about it every day up until the actual
I'll
event
be there
itself
for sure.
that day.
And Brian, I'm sure, is going to try to go and be on site if he's not at a off-site secret location like he is today.
Given the fact that he's not there, I'm gonna just pop him off the screen. We'll bring him back on when he comes. I don't think folks want to just look at that blank screen at the moment. But as we mentioned before, well, I mentioned to you off the screen, but today, for my kids, is the last day of school. So I officially am gonna have a couple high schoolers next year. One in 9th, and the other is gonna be in 11th grade. I have,
awesome.
yeah, it's crazy. Time flies, boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Remember
Congratulations.
those days and do not long for them.
It's just fun. I remember going to Muir first, as a freshman, how crazy it was. I mean, I had been, because of my mom, very familiar with the campus because I would go up there all the time with her being a teacher, but being up there as a student, whew, it was a whole different experience.
Yeah.
I just remember my cousin, he grabbed me because I was in the back of one of them registration lines. He walked up, he grabbed me, and we went up to the front, and he just looked at the people he pushed me in the front of the line. And I'm just like, yeah, you don't got a problem with it, right? And I'm like, oh, because my cousin is like 6'7", he was a baller, and they didn't, it was just love. It was love. Anyway.
Wow. That's
the
cool.
experiences. So I hope my little one has fun next year. She's a little excited, a little nervous. And then shout out to my nieces, Damani. I think she's going to Monrovia. Yeah, Monrovia High. And I'm drawing a blank right now on everybody else, so I apologize. But yeah, summertime is here. We kick off our family vacation starting tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have, both you and whomever, all the audience members, hope you guys have good plans for the summer. We know you do because we've been talking about all the stuff you're going to do in a few weeks.
Yeah,
and,
you do. I know it's like 38 days. That's so crazy. Are you, this is your Palm Springs family trip, the first of whatever for the summer kicking off. How good?
Yeah, we usually do it in like July, but we decided to try to do it a little earlier before it gets too outrageously hot.
200 degrees, right? Better to have it at 90.
Exactly. Well, it's gonna be triple out there, but it's not gonna be like one time we went out and we played golf 2 days in a row. The first day was 118. The next day was 121. So we were all like heat stroke, talking crazy.
As I said, 200 degrees. I wouldn't be out there.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do it again. I swore I wasn't gonna do 2 days in a row.
Let's
I'm
do
playing
it
Friday with Marcus and other cousins and family. And he has an event to do on Saturday to go to. And I'm playing Saturday with my uncle who sets everything up. Frank Williams and Friends. Frank and Friends.
Frankenberry, Count Chocula. Blueberry.
So we do
I used
have
to beg my mom to buy those cereals.
I used to love them. Frankenberry I love. Count Chocula I love. Blueberry, it was okay, but they never had it. They didn't have it as frequently as they had chocolate and Frankenberry. That's right. So in case you didn't hear, we got a little bit of different background music, and you're on mute if you're trying to talk to us, Tony. I just created this one. We got some new background music.
I didn't like those cereals, but I did like Captain Crunch.
Oh yeah, we talked.
I've just never been I don't like chocolate like that. Like cereals,
really?
Chocolate cake. I may have a piece of candy from C's or a Nestle Crunch every now and then, but
Remember, she was fancy from Seeds.
Got it. You know what? Here you go. No. No.
Even fancy folks can have a sweet tooth.
We didn't
man.
have
Come
our
on.
fanciness from Seeds. We had the bulk mix at the grocery store.
Mhm.
You had the scoop. You scooped in the bag. You weighed it. My mother said, "Put more peppermints."
Oh no, we're a Seeds candy family for sure. So
Yeah, we only saw Seeds driving by. And Seeds,
Yeah, or walking by when you're in the mall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Johnny.
didn't even go in there until I was an adult.
I'm just gonna be quiet because Mike's
And then I walked in and I
y'all
was like, "Ooh, this is exquisite."
love it.
Dang, Shawnee, you gonna miss it this year? So that's two of the sisters, because Nisi's not coming, from what I understand, either. That sucks. No Jello shots and no brownies. I don't know if it's really gonna be official.
Oh,
without
those are the ones.
That's what she. That's what she brings.
You might have
She
to
Well,
have
brings-
maybe
a batch
she'll
to
make
pick
some
up.
and send them. Shawnee,
That
you
sounds-
gonna make some and send them?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, that would be nice. But you know, I can't speak for her. I'm talking about that would be nice from here.
Right, right.
Oh, grandson's birthday this weekend. So yeah, maybe Shawnee will
Oh.
just make your brownies or make your Jello shots and send them with Marcus or somebody. I don't know.
Shit, I can bring them.
Or you, right?
Won't be too many left by the time I get to Palm Springs. Be like, yeah, Shawnee gave me this empty tray. I don't know why, but you know, oh well.
Hey,
We still gonna have some fun.
he said if she has time.
Thank
See,
you.
at least that's a nice enough partial commitment.
Thanks,
if she
sis.
has time.
Appreciate you in advance.
Think about you if she doesn't.
Hmm She can be like, I thought about it, but I didn't. I got other things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
All
cool.
right. Well, I don't have anything else. I'm super excited. I'm looking in my emails waiting on this press release about our grant.
That's what we'll be talking about tomorrow, Throwback Thursday.
Man,
That's gonna be crazy.
I
We're
can't
going to
wait.
change it to Benevolent Wednesdays.
Benevolent.
And then the one from UCLA, hopefully we know about in the next few weeks as well. In
Mhm.
if not June, July, somewhere.
I just
you know.
hope we don't get the money until after June 30th.
Why?
That's going to cause problems with the filing of the informational
Taxes.
Going to delay that until.
Well, today's
the
June.
beginning of the fiscal year starts July 1st.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's
So what's
probably when
today?
they're going to
June
give
what?
it.
4th.
I mean, July 1st.
Yeah, so
huh?
don't know how, and you know what? They might be like, look, we need to get these grants out before fiscal year, so they might try to
If
get it
they
out.
do,
real quick.
then Tracy's.
I mean, we deal with it.
Extra work to do.
Yeah. We'll
But if
deal
not-
with it.
It'll go in our next year. Either way, look, however they bring it, however they
Right.
get
Well,
it,
it's
that's
really we won't file again until June 30th of the
Next
following
quarter.
year.
Oh, okay.
The reason why we're doing a short year this year is because we were filed in January, and I want to be on the same fiscal year as grant givers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and plus, it actually helps us to file because now we can go get certified and compliant with Candid and all that because we'll have our first 990 filing.
Nice.
Absolutely.
They won't let you do it until you actually get your filing done. So
Okay.
they don't trust you. Oh yeah, you ain't filed nothing. We don't believe that you really legit.
Well, it'd be wonderful for Fire Aid to give that to us so we can. But I don't have nothing else. What about y'all?
I'm good. We're gonna do our first advertising thing on Friday, courtesy of Style Click Media is going to purchase a package
Nice.
so we can show you
We will
how
show
it
you.
actually works.
Oh, yes, we are going to be doing advertising now. If you want to sponsor the
All right.
show, thanks, Stogie Man. If you want to sponsor the show, sponsor the show.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got it started. I knew if I
Welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Thanks for sponsoring the show. We
Sponsoring
like your
the
money.
show.
That's the next one. Thanks for your generous donation. We really appreciate ya.
We appreciate it. Kind of like you throw the "we out" here with the with
We
the
appreciate
with that.
ya.
We appreciate you.
We need to get some theme music for the We Out Here.
We out here.
We
All right,
got
well,
that's straight from Juvenile.
Right.
I know you're gonna eat lunch soon, both of you. What y'all eating?
I don't know yet because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
stuck at the office, and the doctor comes in at 1, so I got 2 hours to figure this out.
I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta go pick up my my current high schooler. There, she's done now, and her friends are gonna hang out for a little while. So I'll figure out something.
Enjoy
Thank
lunch. Enjoy the rest of your days, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all mañana.
Oh wait, hold
Yep.
on. Before we leave, I know you guys are ready to go, but let me just check something real quick. On the number side, and so far 88 people on the
Nice.
new season. So,
Season
and of course, you know it's going to build up after people get to
Season
looking
number
at
3.
So,
Where is it? Season number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3.
what's number 3?
Season.
Oh,
You doing 3 like that?
I'm doing all of them.
When you
First
have a
I did this,
background, you can't
then I
see
did
the
this.
hands in front of the camera.
Then I did this. This is what a lot of the
This is
basketball
what they be
players.
doing when they be like shooting threes. Yeah, fool.
Yeah,
and
basketball
threes.
players be like throwing threes, or they'll do these. Or
Mhm.
anyway, all right.
All right. See y'all
Listen.
later.
Let's hit
Have a
that.
good one.
Everybody have a good one. Peace.
Toodles. Toodaloo.